Well, it's the end of the week here. It's Saturday, and I just did a bit of spraying, and that was all good. So, what I'm thinking I'm going to do this evening is we're going to go for a bit of a crop tour. So, what I'm actually going to do is I'm just on my way home for supper, and so I'm going to stop by a couple fields here on my way home. Then we're going to pick up some chop, and then we might even go for a bit of a cow tour. I haven't seen the cows for a while, so at least check out a couple pastures after lunch, or after supper I should say, and then we'll kind of go from there. So interesting tidbit for the day is the corn's growing. So we're going to start by going there first. This is our best field, our best looking field, bar none. It is right next to Kendall Lindsay's yard. It is had black soil. It's looked good all the way through. So what I'd love to do is take a picture of me standing in it, but I can't do that. So what I'm going to do instead is I brought my handy dandy little measuring tape, and I will show you what this stuff looks like with a measuring tape. Obviously, I am right against the bush here, so this is probably hot spot to some degree. Maybe I should walk in a little ways. Then I got tracks from the sprayer. Why don't we walk in just to get a truer picture? That's some good trampling I did there. Some of that corn's actually fought its way back. Anyway, okay, so this is, like I said, this is some of our best corn. It's our earliest maturing corn. Some 74-day corn. We've done that because it's on heavier dirt. That way, hopefully, we can get it combined and cleaned up before winter hits. You laugh, but that's the legit reason, 100% why. So anyway, here we go. We're gonna stop. So I am that far away. It is definitely taller, closer to the bush than it is here. And we're gonna, okay, that's not high enough. If I go like this, we are not 4 feet tall, but pretty dang close. We're about 46 inches. So, and I would say uniformly that's going to be pretty characteristic of this field, so that's kind of exciting. We are definitely canopied over. A week ago I sprayed and those weeds are dying, so that's all good. So check one for the box. This cornfield's looking good. It's handling the extra moisture pretty good here also. It's as it's sucking it up, so we will carry on from here. Just the way it worked out today in today's tour, you're gonna get to see, oh, that ditch actually didn't have water in it. Probably some of our better crops at the beginning, and then as we further on, you're gonna see some of our not so good ones. But most of our crops are actually doing pretty good. We've just got some very much wet stuff here, so but yeah, anyway, so I am walking in our bean field. And these beans are, whatever, I'm not even sure. These are decalled beans, I believe. And as I get closer, I'll spin things around here. And as you can see on our 30-inch rows, for this time of the year, that's looking pretty good. So we always aim for knee-high corn by beginning of July. As you can see, here's my knee. There's the beans. We're getting close to knee-high beans. So we'll bring out measuring tape here also. Oh, something's a little bit out in the way. So we're going to be in that 19-inch range, which is very, very nice. Field's fairly clean still, which is good because we are still very wet. You can't see it, but about 50 feet ahead, there's actually water in the field. So it's, yeah, it's wet. Beans are growing though, which is good. I'm actually wondering, don't think we're flowering yet, but we are getting very, very close. Look at that. Our first flowers are starting. So this field will be flowering here very shortly. So for us, that is very, very good. Again, this is probably one of our most advanced fields. We have one other one that would be similar. And then we got a bunch that are not quite there. So I'm gonna go to our cornfield. I'm gonna say that's probably struggling the most. This is our highest heat unit corn. So this is our stuff that's gonna be silage. And this is our 89 or 92 day corn. There's two different varieties. As you can see in the background, it's not behind me, so it's not anywhere near as tall. This stuff is all knee high, so that's good. Right here in the headlands is particularly bad. I'm not sure what has gone on here exactly, but as we get into the field, you're gonna see it does get better. This corn's all coming too. It's not that it's terrible, it's just that it's stunted for some reason or another. So, but as we get in here, you're gonna see that, okay, yeah, we're back to decent corn. And here we go. So here we're back to just about starting the canopy in. This row here, we have wondered sometimes whether our starter is working, and I know that I was having some trouble in a couple of our fields where some of the rows were going on and off. I'm going to assume that this row right here, our starter fertilizer wasn't working the way it should. That's my guess. Cannot guarantee it, but that's kind of what my guess is. So, but anyway, so the last field was in that 46 inch. This is higher than we thought. We're gonna be in that 30, 31 range, I guess. So still pretty good considering about 25 inches. Oh, I'm wrong. 22 inches is about my knee height. So we're definitely over knee for the majority of this, which is good. We're canopying over, and things are coming. Again, this field's just, it's not as even. You can just see it doesn't have that same nice look. Again, give this field a week, it's going to look very, very different. The last field looked like this about a week ago. So, yeah, it just needs a bit more time, a little less rain, and a whole lot more heat. The other thing I just, as I'm noting as I'm walking out, because of all the moisture we've had, I don't know if you can tell it or not, but our corn stubble from last year, you can just see all of the bacteria and stuff. Like, it is really starting to break down, which is awesome. So if there is a perk to all of this moisture, is that all of the stubble from last year is breaking down very, very nicely. So maybe as I go across the road over here, wasn't going to actually stop there, but now we will. We got beans over there, and let's go for a quick little walk over there as well. So here's a bean field. This one's another good one. Not nearly as advanced as the last one, but our beans for the most part are looking pretty good. Just that last one was extra special. Again, we're filling in nicely. These ones are probably in that 14, 15 range. Oh, not even. We're about 12 to 13 inches. So we're probably about 7 inches shorter than the last ones, but whatever. But as you can see here, look at all the little corn stubbles left here. This field was chopped, so yes, that makes a difference. If we were to go a quarter mile up where it wasn't chopped, we would see a difference. But this field did not get worked. This was chopped last fall. We strip tilled it and in with beans. So yeah, I mean, you can still see the stubble standing here, but even that stuff is breaking down immensely, which is awesome. Truly loving it. This stuff won't even be here come harvesting time, I don't think. So, but if I literally stop at every field on the way home, I am never going to get home for supper. So I don't want to keep Heather and the kids waiting. So I better skip a few fields and go for supper, and then we'll catch a couple more fields on the way No, out to the cows. Okay, as I continue to drive about half a mile north of our corn silage field there, and I just thought I would take a little bit of a video here, show you guys a little bit as to what's going on here. This is where we've got a really beautiful cornfield coming, and I'm going to do a drive-by on it because it doesn't look too bad yet, but we probably had about 30 acres here. Let's go 20 acres. 30 is probably exaggerating. So let's say 20 acres here that was pretty much underwater. And it has, I'm going to just see if we can set it in. The water has disappeared. It's still shiny. And I don't know if you're going to see that. The rows are just about closed in here. But here it is. Again, I'm not sure if you're seeing it or not. But there's still a bit of a puddle here right on the edge, but this is minor. So the question is going to be is, this corn was underwater for 2 days, maybe a bit more. It's still green in color, which is exciting. But how much is it going to die? Is it fine? Is it been set back? What's going to happen? So that is something we're going to have to wait and see as time goes on here. But yeah. Again, feeling fortunate that it's still green at least, because we do have fields around that are kind of black, and those ones we're assuming are dead. So time will tell as we get going. Okay, this ditch is down a long ways. I don't know if you can tell, but we're probably down about 5 feet from what it was a few days back, which means there's a lot of water that disappeared. So, which is good. We're down to, there's also a lot of trash in that ditch, which will not help with the flow of water, unfortunately. We wanted to walk in the oats here, just see what we're seeing here. Sprayed these with fungicide about a week ago. Well, actually no, it was on Wednesday we got these sprayed. So, looking pretty nice. Nice height. Not crazy tall, which is awesome. I mean, they're going to grow more yet, but and I'm in an approach, so it's going to be a little thinner here. But yeah, as you can see, we are heading out. So mark on the calendar, in 6 weeks we should be combining here, I'm thinking. So that is the oats. This is probably our second best field, I'm going to say. The other ones I can't get to yet. The roads are too soft. So, silly as that sounds, that's just reality. I mean, I guess we could go mud bogging and get there, but this field gives us a good average as to what our oats looks like. Okay, so if you look here, there's a big yellow patch here. The water is gone from there for right now, but that part has also been underwater. Time will tell now as to whether it's going to green up and keep going. Oh, there is still a bit of water in there, never mind. Or is it in the process of dying? So we're at that break-even point now, where in the next few days we're going to find out what's going to happen here. So that is what too much water does, and there is amounts of that out there. Just gonna walk in a wheat field here that is kind of on route here as well. We are starting to head out here as well. This will be getting fungicide next week. I'm gonna guess, let's say Wednesday, Thursday next week is what my guesstimate will be. We're just starting to flower here in the headlands, which that's normal. Headlands always flower first, and then we'll hit that with fungicide. But wheat crop, as long as we don't get too damaged from water, it's looking fairly promising. So, and that's all the way across. I don't know that we have. I've got one that has a bit of water in the bottom of drains. Other than that, the wheat for the most part is looking pretty promising. This is one of our cornfields. As you can see here, we got a lot of discoloring in this corn. In fact, we got a lot of corn that's laying over and going flat. So, fairly certain that there's going to be interesting thing to give you an idea is the corn there is probably about 3-4 feet lower than we are, and the water was so high in this corner that it was actually running over the road right here. So it didn't last very long. It probably lasted about 4 hours, and it wasn't very much, but it was wet. And yeah, now she's dried up, water's gone, and hopefully the damages are minimal. Come, girls! Come! Come on! Come on! You wanna... Come here! Come on, girls! Eleanor! I got more! Yep. You guys are gonna get an extra pail because you're so good. Hey? Flossie! Ooh, there's definitely some mosquitoes out here, eh? Oh, and there's the little guys and girls. There we go. You're all fine. Calves are definitely growing since I saw them last. Wowzers. When I see this, I think I've been cooped up in the tractor too long. Whew. There's going to be some good steaks there. Wow. So we do pasture checks. We're going to do a better one on Monday, because on Monday I believe we're going to start pulling bulls. But we don't just do this to feel good about ourselves. We actually come out here to check and make sure everybody out here is healthy. We look for things like pink eye. We see if there's anybody limping. Usually a surefire sign of a calf that's limping, or a cow, is if they're way behind the group. So this group all came in together, so we should be good. There's one of our dolls. That's Eleanor. She's been around for a long time, and again, one of the favorites. Hi, how you doing there, my dear? Luna, are you gonna join me for a ride? Hey. Two pails wasn't enough, hey? I gotta save some for the other pasture, hey? Yeah. That one over there, she's a little bit smaller, but I'm gonna guess it's a 69, so that's a later one. They're getting into my last pails here, these two. They're a little bit too friendly. Go like that, and like that. That'll make life a little trickier. Your nose is wet, so you've just been eating. That one's ears are a little shorter, but other than that, that's a good looking shorthorn steer. Whew. By the number, that's got to be Greta's calf, which means Greta's got to be in here. Who's a bull in here? Tells you how much I know what's going on here. I'm so not in the loop this year. Somehow I got a feeling it's either Lex or which is the bull? Where's the bull? 12M. There we go. Oh, I love that heifer. Hey, I like you. Where's your calf, though? Oh, here's the bull. I believe that is Lex, right? Yep. How's it going, dude? Yeah, you're looking okay. Are you just about done your job for the year, huh? Not too many looking shiny backs here, that's for sure. As you can tell, those that don't know, cows been in heat or getting bred. Often you'll see war patches on the hide in the back, and I'm not seeing too much of that, so which is good. Hopefully. We're good. Okay, everybody looks pretty content and good here. Look at the size of that. Sorry, look at the size of that calf compared to mom. That's a heifer calf, or the cow was a heifer, and that's a first time calf off of her. So that is spectacular. Come here, girls. Okay, so they are coming, but they are trudging through a ton of water to get here. Those poor girls, they are not going to like me right now. I'm also running low on battery here. And there we go, they are here. Again, now I get reminded as to who's all here. Oh, there's Laramie's group. Not a shock and awe. Laramie doesn't sound right. What the heck's his name? Oh, 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 oh. Hello, my doll. Your eye's a little wet. Ooh, I like that heifer. That one ain't going nowhere. Oh, there's Parker's off of Ginny. Not this one. The one with the blue tag there. She usually gives us pretty good solid calves. Oh, that's obviously off of Lex, that black one. Wow, that's a nice calf. You ever notice a cowboy always thinks his calves look nice? Oh, that one's got a little bit of a short ear, though. I do notice that now. That black white face. Which one's yours? 12? Here's this one right here. No, that's not yours. Oh, that roan one comes off of this Simmental cow. Okay. buzz of mosquitoes and a low battery means the tour is just about done. So I think it is time for me to head home. I was going to do a bit of yard cleanup yet tonight and then call it a day. So thanks for now. Thanks for taking the time to watch. And if you're new and haven't subscribed, don't forget, you can always subscribe and like us. Thanks.